Raider Nation, how you guys doing? Welcome to another great episode of the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Jones. Phil Robinson is always here to join me. My brother from another. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. The weather's not too hot. I'm home finally, and I got what's the remnants of a nice cold beer.
Ice cold beer?
That's right, a nice
delicious ice cold beer. Quenching the thirst. I told you about trying that sour beer, dude. You really gotta try it.
One day I will. We will drink it together, Phil. Once this whole COVID thing lifts and we're finally able to travel and maybe even meet up at the Death Star for a fabulous football game.
Fabulous football game, I'd say. I'm down for that.
What's good, buddy?
Yeah, ladies and gents, sorry we're running a little bit behind on this today. I had an embarrassing moment I'm not going to get into because I know you guys are going to get a hell of a laugh on that one. So I'm not going to be embarrassing myself with that.
I'll tell it for you. He shit himself.
Oh, shut up. All right, but anywho, look, we have a lot to jump into. I'm going to be opening up the emails and, well, we're just going to just show you everything.
Let it be known.
But other than that, we have news. So far, so good. It looks like we will be having a 2020 NFL season. The NFL and the NFL Players Association, they met today. They're going to be meeting constantly through the week to discuss safety procedures. They're going to be installing certain stipends for the players to make sure that they are insured going forward if anything were to come up in unforeseen future during the 2020 season. I'm just saying this. The NFL is meeting the demands that NFL Players Association has asked. And Phil, thoughts on this?
This is a touchy situation that was going to require a lot of compromise on both sides. Everybody wants to play football. Everybody wants to have football, but it's rough out here. It's a lot of uncertainty going on. But the fact that they've been able to come together on the money is probably one of the most important factors out of this whole thing. Because once the money is right, everything else will fall into place. And if they're creating stipends for the players and insurance in case they get sick or in case something happens to them, and they're not trying to put an amount of the salary cap in escrow just to hold just because, then we are steadily speeding towards the opening of training camp, which is supposed to open on July 28th for the veterans, and I believe rookies report on the 21st.
Yeah, that's correct. But as of right now, they might push that back maybe another week. We could be getting started towards the beginning of August. And, that whole time they're not going to have – they probably might have a scrimmage or two, but no preseason games.
I actually don't believe they were able to have scrimmages. I believe that was one of the things.
When I mean like scrimmages, you'll have your 11-on-11 scrimmages between each other.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, that's the job. Literally, that's the job. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of interesting protocols that comes up during this week. I'm going to be writing about them for the Ramble. For basically, as soon as I get through with this, we're going to start going on what was said today, what they worked on, and then keep it as a running thing going on throughout the week, and just to keep you guys updated. But there's going to be it's going to be a way totally different thing. We've already seen what's going on with the press. Press won't have direct access to the players, can't report about anything that they see at practice. I mean, that's what's really, really interesting and kind of alarming at the same time, being as I don't know how you could possibly do your job as media if you go to the practice and don't say anything about it. I mean, at that point, you just get you a practice spectator.
No, that's real, and that's the thing. The other thing I had noticed, the team actually, the league actually came out with the mouth guard, if you want to say it. Your mask. In my opinion, I would have went a different route with the mouth guards for the players. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you guys. Y'all bear with me.
It should be like those big old whole lip cover mouthpieces that you don't see a whole bunch of guys using, right? Because that would be the smartest thing to do. Get it molded and then have the whole mouth shield on it, so that when you get to drooling and whatnot, it just goes straight to the ground and you don't spit all over everybody, breathing hard and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh. Yeah, I figured it was going to be something like that. After having seen, actually, that would be perfect if you think about those prototype Chicago Bear helmets we saw for the Corona helmets, we should call them, that look like they're fresh out of a cockpit from a fighter jet.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be something like that, but apparently not.
Going with the traditional helmets, not going to change it up, and we're going to see Omari. That's really interesting when you look at that. I think you would think maybe if they're going to go with regular helmets, they'll step up and allow everybody to have clear visors or something. There we go. Let's all look at Phil's screen. Watch out for porn. I'm laughing. He's serious.
You know what? I think it was this one right here. Here we go.
Cross your fingers.
All right, so right there, those were the drawings for the designs for the mouth guard area. So basically, that's where they're going to be able to breathe through. That's what it's going to be, like a filter area. It's clear, actually, and they have it on the Baltimore Ravens helmet. So I'm going to pull that up.
Pretty cool. I mean,
so see a clear view. That's what the mouth guards are going to look right there. So
I guess that is cost effective. That's probably the easiest way to go about that.
I'd make it a little bit thicker, just to.
Honestly, if it was me, I think that what they should be doing is having it go around the whole encasing of the face mask, the inside of the face mask.
Nah, definitely.
That would probably be the best thing. So everybody's got a face shield. Everybody gets a visor. And you don't get to put on the dark visor, so we can see when you're looking at the Tweety bird circling around your head. And
Wendy will have more information on how they're going to be helping the trainers out going through the week. We'll get more information on that. So that was one of the things a lot of players were asking, like, what if I get COVID-19, or how are you going to be able to help me out? Or are you going to put me under, like, non-NFL injury, or is it going to be what am I looking for? Non-NFL injury, or is it going to be an NFL injury? It's going to be a lot to this right here. So if I'm the NFL, I would go on and list it under just like regular NFL injury, because it's affecting everyone. It's not like you could be in contact with someone that was asymptomatic on the field and we didn't even know. And let's say, I don't know, Joyner ends up getting exposed by that. So he should be able to. They should have a good, solid medical team on staff, already trained and prepared for what they need to do. Take them off the field. It's like I said, it's a lot to this, and they need to make sure that everything is set into play right when they go in.
That's a good point, and I feel that. But what they need to do is the trainers need to be in masks. Everybody who's not on the field should be in a mask.
No, absolutely.
At very minimum, they should all be getting thermometer check, temperature checked before they even start, before they're allowed into locker rooms or training rooms, so that it's verified that they're not transmitting anything to the players. Because honestly, when I think about this whole thing, we're all focused on the players. We're not thinking about the training staff. We're not thinking about the coaching staff. We're not thinking about scouts and whatnot who are out there interacting with the general public, and they're not on the field, so we don't think about them. But they have constant interactions with all the players pretty much 24/7, or at least when they're at work.
Yeah. The other thing, training staff, they're going to have masks on. Referees, I see Turan. Hey, how you doing, man? I see that they're going to have masks. I was watching MLS. They had masks on. We've seen UFC fighting recently. They've had masks on. So that won't be a problem. Not by a long shot. It won't be a problem. It's going to get done. Now, coaches, I think they were saying the coaches and players that are inactive during the game, they won't have to wear a mask, but I think they're going to end up changing that and making them end up wearing the mask.
They should be. Everybody who's not a player should be in a mask, and the players should be in those visors, those visored helmets, where, like you said, if you're going to make it mesh, or put on the plexiglass face shield to keep that in behind the mesh. But everybody who's not a player needs to have on a mask, including the referees. Although it'd be kind of hard for them to.
Like I said, referees are going to have it. Right off the bat, the referees are going to have to wear that.
Yeah.
If you look at it, you're going to have you got to remember, most referees are at an age where they could be literally exposed to that.
Mm-hmm. At high risk.
Yes. So when you look at that, absolutely they're going to wear a mask. If you have older coaches, they should be wearing masks. Everybody, look, everybody just needs to wear the damn mask where we can play football. Everybody should be good to go. So, that being said, Phil, we're going to have football.
Yes.
We're going to have football. I know that was one of the main things everybody was starting to worry about. I know we heard a couple players chatting like, man, I don't know how these meetings are going to go. We might not have football this season if they don't do this, this, and this. And the league is like, we got to have football. It's a sign, a glimmer of hope. They're going to need that. So
I do. Shit. I'll be the first to tell you that when I was thinking about what life would be like without football this fall, within 2 short months, I took a look at my family, and I love them so very dearly. But I look forward to these 2 months, those football season days, all year long, all year round, so much that they hate it when football comes on. And I was thinking of all that extra family time I was going to have to commit myself to without the game of football. And I was heartbroken.
Man, you already ready to be miserable. You're like, I can't go with it. What more do you want from me?
No college games, no pro football to watch on Sunday for all the talk I've done about the Raiders, all the glorification of the draft picks, the roster moves. Just my quarterback, man. The defense, all of that was going to be for naught because we weren't going to have a season and I was torn up. It just made me sick to my stomach. But we're going to have football, and that's all that matters, Phil. We're going to have football.
All right. So, that being said, since we're going to have football, Phil, this has been something that, I've been watching Twitter again. I'm seeing cats get back into it with the whole, we can't go with Derek Carr. We can't do this. This ain't the answer. John Gruden's playbook is only meant for quick slants, and that's it. And it's not meant to go deep ball passes. Okay. So that was funny. Like, literally, I had somebody come up to me. They were like, matter of fact, I think I was on somebody else's show. I think I was. A guy called in and said that the way John Gruden's playbook is designed, that is not meant for his quarterbacks to throw deep. And I want you to think about this right now.
How long? Let me just ask you a question as we stroll down that yellow brick road together, singing Kumbaya. What a fucking idiot. How long have I been saying that there is a built-in deep shot in every play, every passing play that they run?
Yeah.
There is guaranteed at least one. It's a streak and either a flag or a post, depending on what side of the formation the wide receiver's on, or what the rest of the route tree is looking like.
Dude, it is funny because you can literally look up John Gruden's playbook online. It was his 98 playbook, and and they're still wow. I'll get to you on that later, but you look at John Gruden's playbook, you can actually find it online. His 98 playbook, and to be honest, you look at that 98 playbook, there are some things that are installed, but just set up in different formations. I mean, in a gun formation now, and you're just wondering, like, hold up. Where is everybody saying, oh, yeah, he's only meant to run in quick slants? No, my crispy friend. If you look at the route tree, they're meant to go 10 yards or more, 12 yards or more. I think there are maybe 5 plays. I say from 5 to 10 plays that are designed to go about from 5 to 10 yards. And I feel like those are more designed to like red zone offense.
I agree. It is a rather lazy take on a West offense.
Yeah, I agree on that one. And I'm like, look, I get that some of you guys love Derek Carr and all, but to use that as an excuse, that is not the answer.
Why is that not the answer, Phil? I know you sitting over there, just a smiling and a giggling, just with some rolled up your sleeve, just waiting to drop on our watchers, our listeners, our participants in the Unfiltered Truth. Why don't you show them what the Unfiltered Truth really is?
Should I really show them? Because I mean, like, I sat through, I hadn't read all 296 pages of this playbook, and I also had defense as well. So I'm gonna tell you this. Damn it, I need to go out there and be a damn coordinator, assistant coordinator. I don't give a damn. But I'm going to say this right here. I'll show you. Because it was just funny. It was just like, this is some of the shit that we actually see during the games.
Yep. Yep, I happened to look at that, view some of these, and some of these very same plays. I was like, wait a minute, I remember seeing this exact play in training camp.
Oh man,
I can see myself. This is awesome, like 2 or 3 times. Now, Omari, there we go. I have a nephew named Amari. It's kind of messing me up here.
Here we go.
Blow it up, Phil. Blow it up. Blow it up. Make it huge. We'll go one at a time if we have to. Make it huge.
Here we go.
More, maybe a couple more.
Just want everybody to get a good, quick glimpse.
Now, as we look at a few of these plays and a few of these route trees, there's a common theme here. And it's a theme that I said when I came back from training camp last season, and was that a John Gruden offense runs a lot of clear out routes. And what they do is they clear out areas of the field so that in the event that you need somebody else to come back the other way, there is nobody on that side of the field. Kind of like your quarterback taking off and running. Once your receivers start their breaks and they're covered, and you realize that nobody's over there on that side of the field, that everybody just left. In these first couple slots, you see a mesh concept at the top out of a pro form set.
Which now that you actually seen the gun style.
Which, yes, you do see that in the gun style a lot. Actually, all of these plays you were probably very familiar with seeing out of the gun, which is supposedly what Carr is most comfortable with in that particular formational adaptation. You see double posts, you see outs, curls, whole lot of clear outs. And what this offense does that you don't see a lot of is it creates space for your quarterback to take off running when nothing is there. Now, to Omari's point, me and Phil had a conversation about Derek Carr's timing and pocket awareness. He usually does one of two things. He will have the ball thrown in 2 to 2.5 seconds if he reads his pre-snap reads correctly and knows where to go with the football. The inverse would be that he holds the ball for 5 to 7 seconds and ends up taking a sack. Now, if you look at this playbook and you look at these route concepts, what should be happening is he should be holding the ball for probably about 3 seconds. So that in that 3 seconds, it gives your deep route an opportunity to get up the field and hit their break, make a move to get loose at the line of scrimmage, get one of your outside areas of the field to clear out so that if it's not there, you can take off, run, and pick up 5 to 10 yards, get down or get out of bounds and not take a big hit. Only that's not what you see Carr do. He either throws it quick or he waits and takes a sack or forces it in between 5 to 7 seconds.
I add on to that. Or he decides to drop back 5 or 6 more yards, which is not even necessary, which takes him out of the range of hitting his target. I'll give you a clear-cut example. When he does that, we actually had, you know what? I actually have that. Wow. I pull it up right here. So we'll jump out of this real quick. And I'm trying to think, was it this one right here? I'm going to go with the first one.
Brace yourself for porn.
Oh, bro, you got to stop with that, man. CC come after my ass with some wild shit.
Look, see, the virus already shut down his computer. You thought I was joking.
Hold up.
No, Tehran, if Carr underachieves, they have Mariota waiting in the wings. Now, a lot of people are down on Mariota. I will play the trumpet for Mariota all day and all night. I think that this would by far be the best offense he'd.
So this is against Tennessee. Clear-cut image right here. So you see everybody's playing tight in bunch. They went with 2 tight ends set to the right. Right here. I go back. Hold up. Now, you see Derek right here. Right in front, right behind Colton Miller. Clear cut. Now, this also, I'm going to put the arrow right here because this pisses me the hell off right here. And we've heard other analysts say the same thing. Derek, you got to try to make a move out of this because right here, Colton Miller still kept this man in front of him. You know what Derek Carr could have did? That's about what?
That's 9 yards. We'll call it 8 to be generous. 8.5 to be generous.
Derek runs a 4.6, He would have been able to make it. You had the running back leave out of the flat out here. So for him to be able to beat that defender, it's a 50-50 where he could have made the opportunity versus going with, I'm going to come back inside here, roll out. I have nobody over here. I'm just going to throw it away. So I know it's hard for some folks to see. I put this up before, and everybody wanted to be all up in arms about it. But I'm going to say this. Him not getting his feet fully set, and this is why we call him Derek Happy Feet, plays a problem. He's still hopping right around here. Doesn't know what to do.
Stop. Go back.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
One more.
Fun fact right here. If Derek had threw it across to here, he would have got pass interference.
Go back.
So I'm going to show it right here. Right here. If Derek had made the throw, he could have got a pass interference call right there. And it would have been challengeable.
Now go back. Think it's another frame, maybe half frame. One more. One more.
God, Waller was being, woo. You really look at it, he was being, oh man.
Keep going. It's almost right there. So what I'm looking for is you'll see in a clip that Derek Carr is pointed exactly, his feet, his body are all lined up exactly where he needs to go to run into the end zone. With Colton Miller, with nobody in his way, and Colton Miller with the wall sealed off.
Because I'm really looking at this right here. As much as people say, well, this part is all, kind of cut out. It still doesn't matter. Right here, look how much space he has. All Colton Miller got to go into is the drive block. Drive this man where Derek can follow him. It's not that hard. It's been done before.
Listen, you can, for everybody who says that that's not enough room, ask a running back. Ask a running back. That looks like a freeway to a running back. You ask any running back if he would like to get the ball and take off running, looking at that with not even a guy to beat. Your blocker is handling the only guy in front of you. You can go left, you can go right. All you got to do is get to that line before anybody else can come from out the screen to stop you.
So when you're looking at that from right there, at that vantage point, that is coach's cam. For some of you folks that keep forgetting, this is coach's cam.
Yep.
And he can get in.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
And Colton Miller stayed with his man the whole time.
Could you just humor me and go back a couple more frames so we can see exactly what I was talking to you about? Probably another half frame right there, where he stops himself.
Cause I'm gonna tell you that first off, just with here, you know what? Let me go. You're in that stance right there.
Yeah, now play it. He'll switch directions. He'll go through his progression and switch through. Yeah, that would have been a real easy PI call. If he just threw it up to him and let him jump up to go get it.
Now, mind you, you know what would have been smart? And he could have audible this play, sent Washington right here.
Mm-hmm. Or put him in motion, either block or clear that out. Right there. We just passed it.
So you gonna tell me, hold up. You gonna tell me number 94 gonna be able to get him? I don't see that happening.
Or for that matter, right there, I don't even see anybody to his left, and Cole Miller clearly has that outside walled off. Clearly.
Yeah, because you know what? On that play right there, he's hitting the flats.
Yep.
So you see Washington right here.
And even at that point, he's
not going to go inside. So
if Carr took off at that point, Washington is already blocking the linebacker.
And here's the other thing: your lineman and jumped up in the air. Carr sees it. Play.
Yep, he's up. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
So you kind of get where my frustration was that whole time.
4th and 1. He didn't even have to get it all. He just had to get one. Actually, I believe that one was the goal line, which meant he dropped eight yards deep.
You know, and I think I got another one. Hold up.
Pull it up. I like film study.
As you can see, my friends keep messaging me, and they want to spar tomorrow morning. I'm like, I don't feel like getting up that early.
Got lefts and rights for everybody. Yeah, it is, Kev. It's real frustrating when you go back and you hear what everybody says, and then you go back and you look at the tape, and the tape doesn't quite match up to what everybody's been saying, or the pea flavored rain.
It's still back on the Tennessee game. So this is what gets me. He steps up, takes the sack. I'm gonna just
let's go back to the beginning. Let's count it. 1001, 1002, 1000.
Now,
okay.
So hold up. Right there, I already stopped it right there. He needs to take one. He needs to plant that front foot up, turn the head, and guess who's going to end up beating off get the edge. He's gonna win. He's gonna win the battle right here. 1, 2, even 3. All he has to do is turn his head
to the left.
In this situation right here, Derek steps up for no reason and takes the sack. Now we get a better vantage point right here.
I think it was the first one. You got the.
This is better right here. Now he audibles out of the play. He sees. He actually did the right thing right here. Let me see if I can.
Where are they running?
Let me see if I can.
Some weird nickel. Two man front with linebackers. Yeah. No, a dime is what that is.
No, that's actually a nickel package.
That's a nickel with the end standing up instead of being in a stance.
Yeah, we gotta remember they run a 3-4.
Yeah,
it's a sub package
with Logan Ryan there.
He sees that
4, 5.
It's what 7 in the box. It's technically I call it. I said it was 8 in the box.
5
single
8,
high.
Yeah, you're right.
So he sees that. He audibles.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1000.
This is my whole thing. Okay, now he's set right here.
Yeah.
Now all he needs to do, you see.
Okay, so I can tell you right away why he did not throw the ball to. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's Zay Jones cutting across the middle.
You're absolutely correct.
And the running back isn't exactly going to get sneaking out, isn't getting ready to get anything either.
Actually, go back. Let's go back to that earlier that earlier viewpoint. Let me get a better view.
Yeah, that's after he was sacked.
Before he is sacked.
So let's get to the top. Get to the top of the drop.
Yeah, he would have got that.
Which way is that corner looking?
Corner didn't. It would have been 50-50. I'm going to tell you this. I will give Jalen Richard his props right here. He can beat this corner right here.
He could.
So when you're seeing that right there, and like I know everybody's gonna say, well, then you guys are talking bad about his check downs and all that, but so this is your hot route right here,
and you never, and that's
what I put. You know, it's similar to the concept I just showed you guys. The first one in that that screenshot I showed you guys from the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to what John Gruden wanted to have. So, like I said, you see this. It's like he wanted to take off and run. It's like he abandoned. It was weird.
He thought about it. He thought about it. He thought about it. He started running, and then he thought about it. And as soon as he thought about it, he got snatched up. Now you see Zay Jones cut across, somebody goes deep, then somebody, and then that's Waller coming across on a post. So
that open there on the end, and that's the other thing. That is the other thing. He always wants to try to hit Darren Waller, and that's what's getting him in trouble. Now I'm pretty much just going to close this out real quick. But when you're looking at this, Kev, oh God, I literally forgot that. I should have downloaded it and sent it to myself. Send it to me again. We'll add it on because I'm going through a lot. But when you go and look at these plays, you're like, so your main focus is on Darren Waller. Now, don't get me wrong. This is Darren Waller. I love that. This is one your premier tight ends coming up, But the thing of it is, you had Richard, you had that was Marcel Aitman on that corner route. Excuse me. It wasn't Aitman. It was Tyrell Williams on that corner route. And then you had on the hot route, you end up having Zay Jones. So there were guys right there setting you up for you can get the first down. You're good. Set up right there. First down, you set, you go. And that's becoming a thing that I noticed like towards that second half of the season, that was becoming a major problem. The video right there, clear, yes, no trust.
None.
He's trying to show that he trusts his receivers now and all, but the thing of it is, you're going into year 3 of this offense, and you're trying to now trust.
Year 7.
I'm saying year 3 of the offense.
Year 7.
Year 7, year 3 of the offense. You're going in doing that. That's a big problem.
That is a big problem. And if we all recall, Derek Carr has a problem with the left side of the field. The left side of the field is the side that you saw Jacobs leak out into the flat and start doing jumping jacks. Jumping jacks.
Do y'all want me to show y'all that?
Jumping jacks.
Would you like me to show you that?
Rich Gannon called him out when Zay Jones was scraping on a dig across the field to the left side of the field with nobody over there because another one of those fantastically crafted clear out routes was wide open and he just simply didn't look. Jalen Richard was open on that play. Now, you say that he can beat the corner. He had enough space to do it. And so this is kind of what worries me about Bowden. Bowden has got all the speed in the world. Bowden can make it happen. But as long as you get him the football, and if Carr can't look to his left for whatever reason, he just does not do it, that allows the defense that much more freedom to key off on his guys.
No, that's real. And the thing of it is, so you look at that with the weapons he had last year, and you look at the playbook, which I feel that there hasn't even been. I put it like this: we haven't truly dug deep into this playbook. I know I've said this the past couple of seasons, but we haven't been able to truly see what the full potential of this offense can show the whole entire league, because we're stuck with going with quick slants, check downs, happy feet.
Predictable offense. That's what it is predictable offense. And in the National Football League, the worst thing that you can be is predictable. These guys are too good for them to be able to know exactly what you're going to do before you do it. That if they present this look, that you will, like a robot, automatically switch to a route that's going to have them able to fake a blitz look, drop right back, and you hit them right in between. The quarterback will hit the defense right in between the numbers. for a pick and possibly a 6.
And the wildest thing,
And you're right, Tony. Gruden gets some of this too. But a lot of times, if you stop and you really listen to the broadcast, you'll hear kill, 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 kill. At that point, that's no longer Gruden's play.
And like I showed you right in that play where he took the sack, he audibled out. And to be honest, it looked like it was a good audible. But my whole thing is, if you're doing that second guessing like that, that's a problem. And you now see why ESPN got the Raiders ranked on, I think, the power rankings going forward for the season. They're ranked 24th. You have a great tight end, you got a great running back, but when you look at the disconnect from the receivers,
that's what I need.
I need a sour beer. But when you look at that disconnect from the receivers, that's the major problem, and it showed. I mean, you did have your bright spot in the beginning with Tyrell Williams, and then with the emergence of Hunter Renfrow from the slot. But this is your quarterback that you're expecting to lead the way and transfer these into wins. Everybody can talk about, he threw for 4,000 yards. 4,000 yards don't mean a thing.
Nothing.
If you're not getting the win,
5,000.
Look at Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan thrown for what? 4,300 yards, 4,500 yards, or 5K. Did he go to the playoffs? No. If you're not getting the wins, if you're not getting the points scored, you're not getting it done on offense, that's the problem. But I'm going to tell you this, clear examples of not seeing your guys. I mean, hey, it comes back and bites you in the ass. I mean, this is a prime example. You guys were talking about KC, that KC game when Josh Jacobs is jumping up and down doing jumping jacks. Well, I will show you.
Jacobs is doing jumping jacks. The honey badger sitting on the corner route. Juan Thornhill was reading quick slant all the way. Took that back to the house. They literally watched tape of Carr and exploited all his tendencies.
Oh, wow, that's funny. I used to go a little bit faster, but
and nor should they.
Yeah, that's
if you were that easily manipulated into playing into their hands, I wouldn't either.
And the thing about it, you've heard even Chris Harris and you've heard other players in the AFC West, they've said that, they don't say nothing bad about Derek, but they just say that, hey, well, this is Derek,
they make reference to his predictability. They know exactly what we know, what we've said to you thus far about if you show him a certain look, he's going to make the proper audible to lead you in position to make a great play. Because that's who he is. He's going to seek to get rid of the ball early. He's going to look for a quick breaking route, or he's going to check it down.
All right, let's see.
Is this the jumping jacks?
Nope, not yet. Pocket's still clean. Now they're running about. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 defenders that can drop back right here.
In the 3 with 3 receivers there.
They're in a cover 3.
That's not 3. That's a 2 or a 4. That's a 2.
Nah, hold up.
Both safeties are sitting there on the 30 together. Moving in unison, almost.
Because they got, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That is a cover two. Hold up, let me see. Because your two linebackers are sitting right there. Your corner on the outside
is back deep. So yeah, that's cover
no,
two.
He's back within. He's back within.
That's
it's
four.
a combo coverage. You got another. Okay, so all right. So look. So here's the thing. He's looking for Foster Moreau right here on this play. Now, if I'm right, release.
Yeah, throw the ball. He's open.
Now you see. So the jumping jacks thing is like this. Look, what hurts Carr a lot.
You know, Rich, you're not actually that. I've never really thought of it that way, but you may not be too far from the truth.
What did he say?
He said that Derek Carr is a one-read quarterback.
You know, Rich is right.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah,
and Phil, you said one thing that caught my eye, and I didn't really look at it that clearly until now. They're running in sync.
Yeah.
They know him.
Yeah.
When you see a defense, you see two safeties
moving at the same time on a line.
Oh, you're going there. Okay, shuffle. It's like, bruh, like when you're looking at that, it's almost like when your coach is holding the ball and say, follow the ball, follow the ball.
Exactly
follow the ball. What we just saw there is follow Derek's eyes.
Yep.
It's not Derek's eyes, it's his body language.
Yep.
Well, you say all the above, really.
Yep. And that's good defense. Ideally you want to do that to every quarterback, but that's where looking.
The thing about it, that's Phil. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but the thing about it, you're not going to get that. You're not supposed to get that.
Nope.
Out of any quarterback that's been in the league for more than 7 years.
That's quarterback basics right there. You have to look off the defense.
Like, this is weird. It's like everybody knows. It's like they know it's coming. It's like we know it. Everybody's in sync.
So
look
at they're sitting on the post. They were sitting right on the post right there, and they're sitting on the flag on the other side.
Look at the bottom four.
And the bottom
everybody's in sync.
You go rewind that and watch that again. And that display is one of the ones that you showed earlier about from the 98 playbook with the double posts. If you look at the top of the screen and you look at the bottom of the screen, they have it bracketed perfectly.
Let me see if I go back.
No more.
Y'all getting a school lesson too in this shit.
Here's where we got. Oh, you can't see me pointing. That's funny. On the right side, you got your hitch route, which is exactly what Foster Moreau ran.
Hold on, which one are you looking at? Are you looking at
on the left side? On the right side, excuse me.
Read the play. Read the play. You reading? What are you reading? Solo right?
You got. It's still kind of sketchy. I can't see it, but it's the one on the right side. That one.
Right where?
Yeah, the right middle.
Right here or right here?
Right there.
Okay, so solo right, you deep, 22Z spot. All right, so that designs the X. supposed to go out 12 yards or more. The Y is supposed to go 10 yards. Your Z's going about what? 12. Okay. Okay, I see it. All right, I see what you're saying. All right. So yeah, it's kind of similar. The formation is kind of similar to what was just ran on that play right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
rather than leak out to the right, the back leaked out to the left.
Yeah. So we're gonna say this guy is. We're gonna say this is linebacker number. That's sorry, 2 linebackers. We're gonna say that's your nickel right there. But the thing about it, you see your quarterback, he makes this drop back. They're like shifting, like, oh, we know you're going to here, to the right. We're going to shift right on over there. That makes no it makes no sense that they can figure you out. They can figure you out just like that.
Know the whole play. Know the whole play. Know exactly where you want to go with the football, and know exactly where your outlets are, and that you can drop in and literally have those 2 post routes bracketed by 3 defenders.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And because he couldn't, because there was nothing left for him to go deep, I don't know why he didn't throw the ball to Foster Moreau. And he did, and for as much checking down as he does, he didn't hit the running back.
So I know there's probably gonna be some folks like, oh, you're just there to car bash. No,
it's right.
We're here to critique.
This is critiquing
what's going on in this playbook, and you're trying to figure out what's not working, and you're trying to say that, oh, this is on Gruden. Well, I go back and look at this play right here, and this was basically with wild. Phil was wild on this play right here. It was similar to the one against Tennessee, but your Z is going to run what the Y is running. You know, I might have it right here. Hold on.
How would I fix that? What would I do to improve?
Here we go.
He's got to start getting hit in practice, to be honest with you.
That's the problem.
He's got to start getting hit in practice. Because he somewhere down the road, he needs to get used, reacclimate himself to standing tall in the pocket, taking a shot, delivering the football while stepping into the hit. That's the one thing that's the one aspect that's truly missing from his game.
Let's see if I can find it. Well, it was basically a trick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had that cross right there, and this was something that you saw Zay Jones running across right there. I'm like, dude, right there, boom, right there. He was wide open. On that play, you had Waller right up top. Could have threaded right there. So the thing of it is, we're trying to see how this offense is going to succeed, and the only way you're going to be able to succeed is this. That Carr is going to have to break out of the one look.
Yep.
I'm going to say this loud and clear. I'm going to clear this up where you guys can see I can see my mug go off. What I'm going to say is this. Derek Carr must break out of the one look. The one look has not helped. All it does is get you the quick accuracy pass for 5-10 yards, and then you end up having a player get their additional 10, 15, 20 yards after the catch. The thing of it is, Derek Carr needs to go back to looking, okay, I need to see who's over option 1, option 2, and option 3. Even if you're rolling out. I went back and looked at some plays with John Gruden's offense with Tampa Bay with Brad Johnson and going back to Rich Gannon. And the thing about it, everybody says, well, Rich Gannon was doing this and that. Well, the thing of it is, Rich Gannon was about nearly 40 fucking years old.
36, 37, 38, and 39.
No, he was
35.
35 at the time. 35.
Yeah.
34 going to 35. But the point is, this man was way older than what Derek Carr is in this offense.
Almost 10 years.
He took hits, but he still managed to get the playoff. He didn't give up when he was getting sacked. He kept moving. Now, people are going to say, what else? A different breed of guys back then. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Because you see Patrick Mahomes out here, he's supposed to be getting sacked, and he's still moving. You see
in the face.
Deshaun Watson got kicked in the eye and still made a play. You see Russell Wilson making plays with his little ass. You see, I even give Drew Lock. Drew Lock was making plays his rookie year. The thing of it is, you're the quarterback. You're leading that offense. You can't give up. If you know you got a guy like Joey or Nick Bosa, or you got Josh Allen getting ready to lay the wood on you, okay, you know what? If you know you're not going to be able to get out of it, I kind of get it. But the fact of the matter is, if you're in a situation where I can sling this right over here and get over there to him, I know I'm going to get hit in the face, so be it. I probably can draw a penalty or get this fool fined. The league is made for you as a quarterback, but you're not taking the advantage of it.
Nope. Not taking advantage of the rules, not taking none of that.
If you want John Gruden's offense to succeed, you have to use your legs.
And that's why.
And that's why, you know what? And this is why I don't put the blame on John Gruden. Because the quarterback is not using his legs.
That's why Mariota.
That is how you're going to succeed in this offense. If you want this team to succeed, your quarterback is going to have to start running more. I mean, he's going to have to become he's going to have to become
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah. He's going to have to become Rich Gannon. And I'm not going to say really become Rich Gannon, but you saw how he was able to basically scramble out of things. He was able to pull a shovel. That's when you see your check downs. That's when you see Alex Smith do his check downs. Yep. He's scrambling. He's running. Oh, shit. I even say Kirk Cousins.
Roll out at the least.
So, Steve McNair.
Yep. Aaron McNair.
God rest his soul, man. Damn. But my thing is, there is no excuse for you to go on and say that, well, I can't do this. I couldn't do that. I need more weapons and all that. The only way you're going to make, and it's funny how you hear people say that, oh, well, he made his guys better. How did he make his guys better? I'm sorry, Phil, because it hit me. How did you make your guys better? And you can't go above and beyond and help them get that W. Okay, I'm going to be real. Everybody said that Derek Carr made Darren Waller. No, Darren Waller got himself together. Darren Waller was in a situation in Baltimore at the time. You had Mike Wallace, you had Steve Smith, I think Anquan Bolden was still there at the time. You're behind these wide receivers, and you're a 6th-round pick. That's hard.
You ain't getting a sniff.
He wasn't a tight end starting off. He was the wide receiver. Now you make this whole career shit. You make the whole position change. You're playing tight end. Cause I'm gonna tell you this: when you look at Darren, when I went back and looked at Darren Waller, and I found some tape back when he was at college, when they did throw the ball to him, he didn't drop it. When they did throw the ball to him, they looked his way. He didn't drop it. He made sure he made something big out of it. So when I say that Darren Waller already had it in him, he just had to take his game up another notch. He needed to get himself in a better situation. It wasn't Derek Carr that made it better. It was being in a system like John Gruden where he could
thrive.
Yeah.
Where they can make mismatches to take advantage of his unique skill set, his size, his speed, his strength, and isolate him against smaller, less competitive players. He ran all those routes. He caught all those passes. He made miraculous catches. He made easy catches. But he held on to the football after getting hit too, from being put in tough situations to make tough catches.
He's a big body guy, and a lot of people just fail to realize that. I'm like,
he's 6'6", 260. Running a 4.5? 4.4?
Yeah. Yes,
4'4".
that's correct.
Yeah, 6'5", 6'6", 260, running a 4.4 with big soft hands.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and Derek Carr didn't make Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was hungry. That boy had hunger.
Still does. Somebody give him a Snickers.
You look at Hunter Renfrow. Look what Hunter Renfrow did at Clemson. So when I say that Carr ain't make nobody, he didn't make anybody. These guys just did what they came to do. Play football and get the job done. That's all it is. And the funny thing about it, everybody said, well, he made Seth Roberts. Well, Seth Roberts was still doing the same thing in Baltimore. So did Lamar Jackson make Seth Roberts? No. That's Seth Roberts. Now, if you want to talk about a quarterback making somebody, like, I'll go on and say Patrick Mahomes. You look at what he does with them, that receiving group. Look, he said, look, I'm going to just throw it this way. You catch it. Boom. You look at those amazing throws. He gets them set up in the play. It's there. And see, I'm not going to let anybody control the narrative here, because the fact of the matter is I'm here to provide you guys the truth.
The unfiltered truth.
The facts and nothing but it. So nobody's going to control this narrative. The video is there. The tape is there. You can't twist it. And if you're not someone that knows how to break the stuff down, don't try to run off and say this is that, because it really isn't.
Don't hurt yourself trying to do something that you can't, because when you break it, like you said, Phil, when you break it down and you can attach playbook to plays, actual plays in different games, in different eras, what is it, almost 22 years apart?
Yeah.
Same play, same concept of the play is being ran. And one guy was able to be an MVP of the league running it, a 30, almost 40-year-old QB, and your golden child is struggling to get W's. There's some things you got to look at. You got to stop drinking the Kool-Aid at some point. If you ever really, truly want to win,
right,
you have to look at what you have. Speed receivers have.
You're right. Yeah, Don, you're right on that one. Yeah.
But they had Rico Gafford sitting on the bench. He had all the speed that they needed.
Sitting on the practice squad.
Practice squad. All the speed that they supposedly didn't have and needed, he was on the practice squad, and they still wouldn't bring him up to run in a fucking straight line.
Hold up. Zay Jones has speed.
He couldn't get a ball. He couldn't get a pass because he was always dragging to the left side of the field.
So, and that's the funny thing. You said that key thing. It helps. It gives Mahomes confidence that I know he can get down there with my throw. I'm gonna sling it right over there. He can get over there, and we can make it happen. Derek asked for, I need better receivers that can zoom downfield like a Henry Ruggs III. Well, if you have a Henry Ruggs III, you had that in Rico Gafford, who's actually, dare I say, he's actually faster than Henry Ruggs.
What did Rico Gafford run?
If I'm right, Rico Gafford, he ran a 4.26. Let me see if I can pull it up.
.422, and he ran a 4.22 in Wyoming's Pro Day, November 22nd of 2018.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the speed in the world right there, but we can't have him run a post route. We saw him burn defenders with Mike Glennon for that 66-yard bomb, but that was the last we saw of Rico Gafford.
Hey, I've already said it. Look, if you got a guy that's running a 4.22, and that's why I feel like they need to keep him on. If they have to keep him on the practice squad, but please hold on to him, because I have a weird feeling.
Use him. Forget about hold on to him. Use him. You got 4.22 in the bag. You don't leave that in the bag.
All I'm saying is this, Phil. The Raiders have Ruggs, Williams, Renfro, Jones, Brian Edwardson. Damn, that's another solid target. Nelson Aguilar, and then you have Rico Gafford. You have Waller, Moreau, Witten.
I was watching Witten on the little park videos, and just watching him, I just fell in love all over again. I was like, boy, that looked like a tight end right there with them big, soft hands. Just get him the football. He'll get out there in space, and he'll do what it do.
And see, that's the thing, there's simply no excuse on this offense. You have guys that can catch the ball and make plays. Yeah.
Well, we waited to the second to last game of the season for that third to last game of the season.
Yeah. And it was funny because I was like, we could have did it in the Chargers game too, just to crush their souls. But, we're not about doing that, gosh darn it,
I am. I'm in the nightmares. I'm in.
Yeah, Mike. I
the
saw. Oh
reality.
wow. See, I didn't see that part, Michael. ESPN ranked the Raiders targets 24th because Derek Carr is the quarterback. Damn. That's a problem.
So scoring in the red zone.
That's a problem.
So scoring after the halftime break.
That's a problem.
I believe in the magical powers of the bench. You know I do. If you can't play, if you can't produce on the field, I got a nice spot for you next to me on the bench. So you can think about what you did wrong and fix it, or it's Mariota time.
You know, I gotta see this. I gotta see if this is. I gotta double check something. Wow, that happened. That's wild. Phil, there's so much I gotta tell you. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Because this is gonna be funny if I'm right here. Okay, so he didn't. Okay, all right. I was worried. I was like, damn. Cause Brad Johnson was a slow ass quarterback. So I was just I said, damn, Brad Johnson ran more than Derek Carr, but the year before he did run more than Derek Carr. He had 130 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Yikes.
Saying, but he was up in age. Gary said, Ricky Bobby said, Carr was lemon years ago, but no one believed him. You know what? Damn.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah. Absolutely. But the key here is this. If Derek Carr is not going to be willing to become that mobile quarterback within this offense cannot succeed. If he's not willing to break out of this one look, he's not going to be able to. This offense is not going to be able to succeed. Those are some of the key things right there. So if the Raiders are going to succeed this year, Carr has to take his game another step. It can't be like accurate check downs. It has to be, I'm going deep. I can't find anybody. I got to run. And that's what's going to happen.
Of Bill Romanowski, he's got to let his balls drop and drag on the ground. He's got to be a boar hunter, okay? You got to go out there and you got to take that boar by the horns and rip it out of his teeth and out of his face.
And yeah, Don, you're right. Carr cannot be afraid to get hurt.
Nope, cannot. If he's afraid to get hurt, he's got to go. He cannot be the guy. You cannot be out there worried about getting hurt instead of executing the offense and hitting your open receivers and staying and waiting and giving them a chance to get open. If you are really...
So those are the key things. Can't be afraid to get hurt. Got to break out of the one look. What was that last thing I was looking at? What do you say?
Pocket awareness.
That's pocket awareness. Oh yeah, can't be afraid to rip it downfield.
No, not at all. You wanted better receivers. You wanted faster receivers. You got it. You got big receivers. You got fast receivers. You got receivers who can get open and quickly. Receivers. You got a world class tight end and a Hall of Fame tight end, and a pretty legit second year tight end to go with it. You got probably the best left side in the offensive line in football, and a running back who's top 10, along with a fullback who made the Pro Bowl as an alternate.
Done. It really isn't a yards after catch offense.
That's just the way it is when your quarterback is throwing the ball in 2.2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I meant to say. Oh, before we end this, Carr, and this is what James Lofton even said, he needs to let his guys do their job. He needs to let the guys be able to go and finish the route. He is cutting the route short. He's trying to be quick, fast in the pocket, and the route has not fully developed. That's why you've seen some plays where the ball is behind the receiver. You let the route fully develop. You give your receivers a chance. So that's the way this offense is going to succeed. We know the running game can succeed. That's why I didn't really have to say anything, because now you have two heavy hitters with speed. You got Josh Jacobs, who should have been rookie of the year. You got Lynn Bowden Jr., who can run a 4.39 and has gotten a little bulked up where dude can get the job done as running back for be the number 2. So what I'm saying is the running game is going to be fine. The passing game is what's hurting. And it's why you have your receivers ranked at 24, because your quarterback is not getting it done. So,
except for junk time. Carr is the king of junk time. If you look at his stats are drastically inflated after the defense decides that they're going to give him certain looks and let him dink and dunk down the field without scoring.
That's true. So, that being said, like I said, Raiders, if you want this offense to succeed, Derek Carr has to break out of the one look. Derek Carr's going to have to throw it deep. He can't be afraid to get hit. He's going to have to be like, hey, I'm here. I can knock this out. This shouldn't be a problem. We basically said everything he needs to do to succeed. Well, really, this whole offense to succeed. Let your guys finish up the route. Other than that, Phil, I ain't got nothing else to say. But if it doesn't happen, you will see Mariota. But, I'm trying to hope for the positive, and I'm trying to see that, Carr just us, pull a big surprise where he's like, oh, you know what? He shut me up. But until then, I'm going to keep saying this until Carr shuts us up.
Yeah. And he'll shut us up or he'll prove us right. It's going to be one or the other.
Yeah. He's got to make sure that he's not – Kansas City is going to be the main one. It's going to be the main game that shows us if Carr's going to stick to doing the same thing that's hurting him.
Them in Denver, that shell coverage, cover 4.
Yep. But other than that, you guys, we're wrapping up the show. We ran off a little bit later than what we usually do, but it's all good. We wanted to give you guys the goods. We wanted to give you guys the unfiltered truth. We wanted to give you guys all the information you can get. We're going to be doing that more. I've got the hang of this whole system where it's going to be solid with the breakdown. I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. If you missed tonight's show, you can catch it on YouTube. It's on Periscope as well. You guys can catch it on Spotify with IE Sports Radio. That being said, y'all take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening.